Hey guys, it's Lucas here. Welcome to Cooking in College. Today we're going to be making pasta Alfredo for you guys. In this show I really hope to get across the points that you don't need a lot to cook good meals. We're all college students. Most of us probably don't know how to make anything other than Velveeta mac and cheese, right? Well, I'm going to show you guys how to cook good restaurant quality meals for dinner. It's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. So for today we have heavy cream, parmesan cheese, butter, and then whatever pasta of your choosing. Today we have a spinach linguine. And you're gonna need salt and pepper, as always. If you can get like a ground sea salt or kosher salt, that works best. And if you can get a pepper grinder, that works best too. I got this one at Walmart for like 13 bucks, I think, and best decision I've made. Everything that we're gonna be using in this show is gonna come from places like Publix, Walmart, Rouse's, stuff we can afford. So we're gonna start first with a pot of boiling water. I'm gonna put enough salt in there to make it taste like the sea. That's what everybody always says. I just say until it looks like enough. Just measure with your heart. That's all you can do. Right, put that on and get that boiling. Once that's boiling, we're gonna add our pasta in and cook that for, this one's gonna take about 2 to 3 minutes. It may change depending on what pasta you have. Just check the back of the box or whatever you get it in. If you make your pasta by hand, that cooks in about 90 seconds, so that's usually the best way to go. That's something we'll cover later. So now that we have our water boiling, we're gonna go ahead and add our pasta to it. We're gonna let that go for about 3 minutes. While that's going, we're gonna go ahead and get started on our Alfredo sauce. We're gonna start with a tablespoon of butter. We're gonna melt that down in our pan. We're gonna take our heavy cream and add that in there also. Again, just measure with your heart, whatever looks right. I usually try to cover the bottom of the pan, and we're on a medium heat here, because you don't want to burn the butter or the cream. And take that and just start mixing that together while the butter melts. While we're waiting on that to melt, we can go ahead and add our salt. Just a pinch, whatever feels right. We're gonna add our black pepper. And mix that all in. Now while all that is getting to know each other, if you want to make this a little bit better, you can add something like a garlic powder, onion powder into there too, or you can saute some actual cloves of garlic in the same pan in the butter before you put the cream in. So now our pasta is getting near being done, but to make sure it doesn't stick together when we strain it, we're going to add a little bit of olive oil to it. You're just going to mix that up. Because water and oil don't mix together, they separate. Make sure it gets incorporated all throughout. The important thing to do when you guys are cooking is to taste as you cook. That's something that you don't see a lot of home chefs do. Because how are you going to know what it tastes like if you're not tasting it as you're cooking it? You're going to sit down, you're going to have this beautiful meal, you're going to bite into it, it's going to taste like crap. So you need to make sure you taste as you're cooking. So we're just going to take a little bit of the sauce here on a spoon. Careful not to burn yourself because obviously it is hot. You see, that tastes perfect to me right there. So we're not going to do anything to that. Okay, it's looking like our pasta should be done now. So I'm going to turn this off and strain it. Just ignore how messy my sink is. And we're going to take the pasta and add it straight into your Alfredo sauce. And if you want to be a little bit extra, you can do something like add spinach, mushrooms, chicken to this. Anything pretty much works in this. We're also going to add our parmesan cheese now, while keeping the heat on for this. Again, just measure with your heart, whatever you feel like. If you like a little bit more cheese, add a little bit more cheese. I like mine mildly cheesy, so that's what we're going to go with. Now you're going to mix that all in there too. So as you guys can see now, the pasta's starting to get a little bit thicker. The sauce, a little bit more gloopier, and that's kind of where you want it at. So make sure it's sticking to all the pasta noodles and it's well incorporated. So that should be done. So we're gonna pull it off the heat, turn your stove off, and now you're ready to plate. Pull out my secret weapon. Okay, so we've got it here. Looks okay, but we're gonna pull out my secret weapon. This isn't required, it doesn't really add any flavor. The dried parsley flakes just make everything look so much better. Just sprinkle some of those up over the top and around the outside of the plate. Boom. You'd pay $25 for that at Olive Garden. And here it cost maybe, between the pasta, the cheese, and the cream, it cost maybe $12. So, and it probably tastes a lot better than it does at Olive Garden because you can control how much cheese, cream, how much pasta there is, everything like that. So that is your pasta Alfredo, plain and simple. So now we're gonna taste it. So much better than Olive Garden. If you make this, you'll never want to go out for pasta night again. So, I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been Cooking in College. I'll see you guys next time.